Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're dropping back into Rollercoin. Now they are rolling out a big update very soon and we're going to go through it and check out what's going on. So keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. Now before we get into the real meat of the video, obviously there's a fair bit to go through, but I just want to go through something quickly for those of you out there that English is not your first language. Now I get a lot of people sending me posts and stuff on the videos, which is absolutely brilliant, but a lot of them are from people that they're telling me that their English is not great and therefore they're struggling to understand the video. So basically the way you can get around this, if we look at one of my other videos, this is the last Rollercoin video I did. If we press play, so I'm not sure if you can hear that, but basically I'm talking. So let's just drop that down just in case you can hear it. So basically to get the subtitles on the screen, just press this, right? Now you can see there are English subtitles on the screen, which obviously if English is not your first language, is probably not the best help for you. So what you do, so basically we just got to go in here, click on this, click on the settings, and you'll see here it says subtitles. Yeah, click that. Then what you want to do is click auto translate. Click on that. And then you can pick whatever language you want. I know there's a lot of Russian speaking people follow my videos. So if we get down here, I've gone past it, haven't I? Here. So there you go. Now it's in Russian. And it's dead simple. As you saw, if you want to switch that to something else, again, click on auto translate, go here, and then we can scroll up, and we can click Indonesian. And there you go, it's in Indonesian. So it's really, really simple. Every time you want to do it, obviously you have to have this enabled to see the subtitles, and then click that, click there, click auto translate, then pick whatever it is you want to see. So it's really, really simple. Polish, and there you go, and it's in Polish. And Finnish, as I know there are a few Finnish people out there. Tups, I'm sure you know this being a YouTuber yourself, but obviously anybody that speaks Finnish, there you go, that can be translated into pretty much any native language. Now because it is an auto translate, I don't know how accurate these subtitles are, but it's probably going to help you a lot more than trying to watch it and read it in English if English is not your first language. Okay, so that's all done. I hope you guys got that easy tutorial. Now let's get back to the main part of the video. Right, so it's been 3 weeks. I actually thought it had actually been a little longer than that, but apparently it's been 3 weeks since the last time we did a video. And 3 weeks ago, our H power was after the H power. The last video we did was the video we just saw, which was all about the burning process. And at the end of that video, we had 193.689. Now I did say that some of the bonus that we might get would not be added until later, like the bonuses from the racks and stuff like that. So I think it went up to about 201 or 202 petahashes. You can now see we're at 205 petahashes, and that is basically because in the last video we were at level 6 on the season pass, which our level would be normally here, wouldn't it? So if we drop into here, we can see we're now at level 12. Now it seems a big jump, but apparently we have gone up 6 levels, or nearly 6 levels, so 5 and 3/4 levels since the last video. But I think we were almost through level 6 as well. We're about halfway to 3/4 of the way through level 6, so it's probably been about 5 levels we've actually gone up. And obviously, like I say, we're nearly at level 13. If we now click on the rewards, they are down to 284.95, so 285. Remember, we're trying to get down to 200, and then we're going to look to possibly buy everything else that is remaining. And we've got basically 22 days or 21 days. They say round it down. We've got 21 days remaining to get that done. So cross fingers. Now I have to say, and I didn't realize how helpful this would actually be. But after I obviously purchased the upgrade, I completely forgot that the auto battery here, this auto battery comes on, and it's been, I tell you, because obviously, you know, you never absolutely spot on, or you're always going to miss maybe an hour or something like that, which obviously your power drops. But having the auto recharge, I have to say, has been absolutely amazing, because obviously my power never drops. So my account is working at 100% all the time. Now, I'm not saying, or I'm not telling you to go out and do that upgrade for that reason. But what I'm saying, that after upgrading, that I've actually found that massively helpful. So it's I definitely do think that the auto charge is really, really helpful, because it just keeps your account topped up. You can see I've got 44 batteries. A lot of that has come from these mini events. They've been giving away batteries and stuff like that in the mini event. I did think I had 35 to start with, so I've gained 9, but through the mini events, and so that's been, and yeah, and obviously we don't get them now from the one task. The one task where you got the free battery, that is not happening now, because the electricity system is changing. Now, if we just, before we get into that, I'll just show you, obviously, if I can click on anything. Apparently I don't want to click. It don't want to click. Let's go back, see if we can get this working. You see, now we're going to have a problem with that not showing up, aren't we? Oh, here we go. Cool. Is that working now? Yeah, okay. So these are these 4. And was there another one? I think, oh, maybe I got that one from one of the mini events, I think. These 4 here, what I got from getting up to level 12, getting up to level 12. So so obviously and that's added with the bonus from the 5% racks and all that stuff. It's added about 3 petahash to my account, which is pretty incredible, actually, I think, and obviously totally cool. Right, okay, so anyway, I'm just babbling now. So let's get into the update. Now, we know the update is all about the electricity system. They did say in the last video I covered the electricity system. That was going to be the final version. Now, I've not looked through this, so obviously there could be some surprises in there. Also as well, actually, I do just one last thing. Please bear with me. One last thing. I don't know if you guys have received one of these. Now, I haven't seen this at all anywhere. So I received this saying basically, fun alert, come and claim your free gifts. And then when you click on it, you go through to the, well, actually, we can just click on it and I'll show you. So you'd go through to this, but I can't figure out how to get to this page without clicking on the link in the email, because normally it would be sort of up here somewhere. But if I click on that, that's for the main event. That's just talking about Black Friday. This is talking about the electricity system. So to get through to that free gift page, I can't figure out how to get there without clicking on the link. And that's the first one I've been sent. I don't know how many I've missed, but we did it. I picked the case up for 0.25 RLT, and then basically this is what I got. So I got 160 RST, which, you know it's not RLT, but it's 160 RST. And if we go back here and we look at the drop down, we've now got 3,085 RST. We've got 21 days, remember, and I only need 2,000 more to claim another one of those 5,000. Is it 5,000? One of these, yeah, 5,000 RST, which is 490 terahashes. And then obviously once we get two of them, we can merge them together, and we should come out with about a 1.1, maybe 1.2 petahash miner, which obviously that will then get put on the 5% racks, and then that's going to get obviously we're going to get a nice boost from that as well. So it's all coming together. The plan is all coming together. And for those of you that don't know a whole lot about Rollercoin, but think it looks like a fun and interesting way to earn yourself some free crypto, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description to a tutorial. Now that's going to give you a lot more information and a better understanding of how the program works and what you need to be doing to get your accounts up and running and earn yourself some of those free coins. But if you go right the way to the end of this video, that link will be there also, so you can just click straight on it and get watching. So anyway, let's look at the update. So here, this is what we're starting with. Free recharge is coming back, which I'm sure is a big thumbs up for everyone. Electricity system update. Hey Roller family, you've been waiting for it, and the time has come. First of all, we want to thank every roller for the feedback you've been giving to us for these months. The current electricity update has several draft versions, each of which has been reworked and improved based on your input. The opinion of our players means everything to us, since everything we do is for you rollers. The update will be released on the 22nd of November. So that is essentially today. Now, obviously, because of time difference, that I don't believe has actually come into to be launched yet, because what we're looking at here is pretty much basically the same as what we had a week ago and a week before that. So right now, that has not altered. Also as well, we'll get into it and you'll see something else why I know it hasn't altered. Meanwhile, let's check what's waiting for us. The first version of this, they weren't. They were basically, we were going to have to pay for our bonus power, which was absolutely ridiculous. So you need to recharge your miners every 24 hours, but the time can be extended for 3 more days with 1 battery. So that's not too bad. If you don't want to come into your account every day, get yourself 1 battery, add it to it, and it will actually basically give you 3 more days. So in total, it will give you 4 days that your power will stay 100%. Batteries can only be obtained from mini games and the marketplace, of course, which I don't have a problem with, because obviously if you play the mini games, you're going to get the batteries anyway, and it will help sell your any spare batteries you got. You're going to be able to sell them for more on the marketplace, because they now have a higher value, because they're useful. They're more useful because you can only get them now from the marketplace or playing the game. So like I say, for those of you that want to make yourself some extra RLT, start selling your batteries on the marketplace, and you're going to find the price will increase. Okay, so here we go. How is it going to work? Let's start with the electricity bar. The updated electricity bar will contain 4 cells as opposed to the 5 we have at the moment. Each cell lasts exactly 24 hours. Free cell, which will be the first cell on the left, the green cell. The first cell is completely free to recharge and will maintain all mining powers, both raw and bonus power. Just hit charge button and all your power is fully active for the 24 hours. The charge button becomes active once you have less than 12 hours left before the cell is discharged, so you can recharge it again. So obviously, like I say, the cell, the box on the far left with the battery in green, that is your free cell, and if you click that every day, that will stay charged. That will keep your account running at 100% for 24 hours. And then obviously, you know, if you don't want to buy batteries, you don't want to play the mini games, you can just come in the next day and click charge again. And then obviously you've got the other 3 cells that if you get yourself that 1 battery, they will stay fully charged until you get to that last cell again and only 12 hours left. Then you can click charge and add a battery, I guess. Okay, so battery cells, no time to recharge your miners every 24 hours, question. No worries. Cells 2 to 4 will maintain all your power as well and will need a battery, but will need a battery to recharge. Make sure you have at least 1 battery, hit the upgrade button. All 4 cells are charged and your power will stay active for 4 days instead of 1. You will need 1 battery to recharge all cells once. If you have fewer than 3 active battery cells, you can still recharge your empty cells using 1 battery. Okay, so, but I don't have an upgrade button. Why? Once the free cell is fully charged, some of you may find a play button in the electricity bar instead of upgrade. That means you have no batteries, but so it means you have no batteries. Get a battery and come back again to recharge your battery cells. So obviously, as you can see there, you've got the free cell is charged. The other 3 are not, because you have no batteries in that you haven't bought any, or you've not got any through the games. So therefore, when you click play, it's going to take you through to the mini games to play however many games it's going to take you to get that battery. Now, I don't know if that's going to be random, or you might have to play 5 games, 10 games. You might have to play 20 games. I have no idea. But basically, for those of you that do play a lot of games, that's going to be very useful for you. Also as well, I mean, at the moment, most of us are playing games anyway because of the season pass. And that's how we're, getting through our levels. Okay, how to get batteries. Good news, active players. Since the only way to get batteries will become drops from minigames and the marketplace, of course, the drop chances will be dynamic and will depend on the total in-game battery supply, both marketplace and inventory supply. The reward for complete one task is replaced with 30 RST rewards. 30 RST reward. Battery cases from the season store will be removed. So again, you're not gonna be able to get them from your one task, but also as well, if we go in the season store, all of these are gonna go. Now, I don't know what the price of one battery will be on the marketplace, because obviously it's going to be in RLT, not RST. So if you've got loads of RST spare, obviously I'm saving mine up to get the miner, but if you've got a load spare, it might pay you to buy some of these big chests of batteries just to get yourself going, you know. So yeah, so just bear that in mind. That might be something well worth doing. Okay, so this update will bring extra profit for those of you who stay active, play regularly, play games and get batteries, sell them on to other players on the marketplace. That's what I'm saying. This could really be a good revenue stream, essentially, in-game revenue stream for those of you that are playing and start selling these batteries on the marketplace. Get extra RLT profit in addition to the power you got from playing the games. The only thing I will say is don't sell your batteries yet. Obviously, you know, it might seem a little underhanded or whatever, but once this comes into effect, which will probably be later tonight, you're going to see those batteries are going to start creeping up on the marketplace. So if you can, hang on to some, and then, you know, once those batteries start going up, sell them at the higher prices. Okay, so what about auto recharge? Now, this is what I was going to mention to you. How we know that we are currently on the old system is if we go back here, as I showed you, my auto recharge is still active. If we go here, what about auto recharge feature? The auto recharge feature will be removed from the game. But what if I bought a gold pass for this feature only? Some of you might ask. No worries. Players meeting the following criteria will get a 30 battery each as a refund. So if you purchased the gold pass before October the 5th, before the release of the electricity update final version, you will get that 30 battery refund. If you are currently at level 5 or below in the season pass, you will also get that 30 battery refund. If you are one of the such players, please fill in the form below. We will contact you. So obviously, those two things, if either of those apply to you, then basically go into the blog, find the form on this feature, and then fill in that form, and then they will contact you. Unfortunately, neither of those apply to me. So I mean, obviously you can see I've got 44 batteries anyway, but it would have been nice to have 74 batteries. But anyway, that is the case, and obviously the reason for that is because one battery will charge you for 4 days. So that's why they're not giving you the recharge, because essentially, if you've got a really big account, you're not really playing any games, you have no reason to come into the site. If you've got auto recharge, you've got, like me, like 40 odd batteries, and it's on the auto recharge feature is running, that means you would not have to come in for some ridiculous amount of time. But obviously, like I've said with Rollercoin, like I've said with Contract Miner, like I've said with mining blocks, a lot of these sites get their revenue, a lot of their revenue comes from ads. If basically you are not seeing ads on the site, because you're not coming in, that means that's revenue they're losing. So that is why they still want you to come in. I personally think this is actually quite a good compromise from what they were originally planning to what they're planning to what we're looking at now. I actually think this is quite a good compromise. Obviously, there'll probably be people there that moan about it for some reason, but for me, I actually don't think this is bad at all, considering, like I say, how it could have been. Okay, so how will the new update impact the game? This update will have a lot of positive consequences. No anxiety. The option of semi-passive playing is back. Newcomers, no need to spend extra funds on batteries. So onboarding process and first steps in building your own mining empire will become much easier. Active players, you will surely get maximum profit out of this update and leave far behind those who prefer not to play. Now, obviously, the only thing I can get from that when they're saying maximum profit is not that it's basically just from selling batteries. That's the only, because obviously, even if you're, if you're only getting one battery every 5 days or every 4 days, you can still keep that power at a maximum. But obviously, if you're playing a lot and you're getting loads of batteries, then you can sell those batteries. And then obviously that RLT, if you wish to, you can spend on miners, boosting your account, maximizing and increasing your earnings, all that kind of stuff. But that, for me, I read that and I thought, well, I don't get really how they're leaving people behind. But that, it must be what they're talking about, is basically just getting the batteries, selling them for RLT, using that RLT to then build your account, which then, like I say, earns or basically builds your earnings faster, which means you can withdraw faster, all that kind of stuff. And and that's what they say. That's all for today, rollers. So like I say, I think considering what they were proposing in the early stages of this sort of energy update and battery update, I think where we're at now is a really good compromise. I actually think it is. Yeah, like I say, it's way better than what we could have had, which when they were talking about that essentially you were going to lose your bonus unless you bought batteries. I mean, that was just ridiculous. I can't even why they come up with that, apart from the only reason I can think they came up with that is if no one batted an eyelid at it, they would probably think, flipping out, we got away with that. I can't believe we got away with that. And no one is really moaning about it. That's what I think. Maybe they just threw it out there to see the response. And if only a few people moaned about it, they probably would have done it. But obviously enough of you went onto Discord, went onto Facebook, displayed your unhappiness about that, and now we've got this system now, which like I say is a much better compromise. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I hope you found that helpful and informative. And if you are interested in that earlier tutorial that I talked about, it's probably on your screen right now. So get clicking and get watching. And if you can smash that like button, please, it really does support my channel, which then helps me make more content to help you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.